in the attic, where it's still Aliens Month. Predators and aliens are still kind of fighting out there, kind of getting kind of good, so I brought out my popcorn. For today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the bull alien. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at this guy. Okay, so here we have a look at the bull alien. Now this is another one of those figures that was originally owned by my older cousin and was handed down to me when he was done playing with them. Just like the gorilla alien, the bull alien came with its own little independent comic, which explained its origins. Since my cousin was the one who bought this guy, I don't actually ever remember seeing the comic that this guy came with, so I don't remember how he came to exist. However, the bull alien does have its slight ties to the actual third Aliens movie. If you remember, in that movie, the alien actually came out of a dog, but the original concepts in the stories was the facehugger was going to attach to a cow or a bull, and we were going to be given the bull alien as seen here. Okay, now you can see some of the detail on the bull alien's mouth can be a little bit, It's kind of just this blotchy silver over the teeth, and you don't have a lot of detail. If I'm going to say anything, that's my only real complaint about this particular figure. However, your eye is actually more drawn to this section, so that little bit of lack in detailing can be overlooked. Plus, you got to remember, these things were designed to be mass-produced to kids and other stuff, so they're not going to have a lot of the detail that we see on figures nowadays. The bull alien has a standard, well, actually only has 4 points of articulation, just the legs back here, and, well, I guess 5 or 7 or 8, considering what you can, depending on what you would consider necessary articulation. His tail actually moves around 360 degrees and has this kind of loop in here, so it's a little bit cumbersome at times. And the neat thing is his tail actually has this weird ball and spike on here, which actually makes it look more like a scorpion's tail than the actual scorpion tail alien. So go figure. His little tubes on the back here actually move and can pivot around. I actually not really sure why that would be. And looking at it right now, I think I've had these backwards all these years. I never really thought about it. His tubes go up like this. I always considered them going back like this. Huh. Oh, go figure. Anyways, yeah, I don't really know why they would have these things swivel. All the other aliens had kind of had them just fixed and standard. Now his feet, his legs, his arms and legs can actually be moved back like this. Or no, actually, I'm jumping ahead of it myself. I should actually talk about his gimmick or gimmicks first. Now the bull alien actually has a little switch right here, so if you pull his move his leg back, his head can actually jam out and ram into anything that you want, and you just push the head back in and you can do it again. So that was a neat little feature. Now he also has this little switch on the back here that if you pull it back, it allows him to kind of buck his head back and forth, which gave him a little bit more that you could have him do if you want. If you came across a human, you could just suddenly buck them. His horns actually also have articulation, so you could kind of move them back and forth depending on how you want them to be displayed. So if you had multiple versions of these guys and you wanted to give them their own little bit of personality or differences, you could have the horns actually move back and forth or swivel around. I also think that the horns swiveled like this mainly probably because it was easier to package them, because these guys actually came in like a round egg-shaped packaging on the actual box. Now one more thing that I should say is this guy on the back of the box, with these guys you can actually have him stand upright if you really wanted to, so that's why the head could kind of be faced like this way, and his hands have these kind of grips for gripping like a human's head or anything else like this. In all honesty, this look actually looks really goofy if you think about it. I would really not consider an alien like this coming at me to look all serious, especially with the cow horns. Anyways, but this guy was more interesting when he was down on all fours, and I think he just looks more intimidating like this. His design was likewise. There's probably another repaint out of with these guys that came with a actual Space Marine, but I don't actually quite remember that one because, well, once we had the colored ones, we never really considered needing to buy a 2-pack of them, plus the 2-packs were usually always more expensive. Now his body type was also later reused for the Rhino alien, which is one I actually prefer a lot more to these guys, but I will go over them at another time. Anyways, this has been a look at the bull alien. Once again, thank you for watching. If you like what you've seen today, please feel free to leave a comment. Any advice for the show will be greatly appreciated. Who knows, something you suggest may appear on the show in the future.